Okay, so Leo, you definitely have some material financial issues on the mind this month. We have a lot of coins for you. We have mostly coins, 4 out of 5 cards. I'm not counting the oracle cards, of course, but I do feel like there are some messages that are there, even in the oracle cards, that do relate to your finances. Um, so I feel like you start out the month with a bit of this worry, with the 7 of Coins energy, and just worried, probably a bit too much about the future. And I say you worry too much because it definitely seems like everything is going to turn out fine in the end. But there's nothing wrong about preparing for the future and preparing your nest egg, but just don't let it consume you. I feel like these types of worries are a bit all too consuming this month. Um, so I'm getting, for some of you, you may be entering retirement. You may be starting some new investments, some new, maybe buying some new properties, some new properties in terms of a long-term investment. If you are planning on doing any of those things, or even if it's not for an investment per se, buying or selling a property, I definitely feel like now is the time to do it. I feel like that it would be prosperous for you, because we have this energy followed by the 10 of Coins. So yes, it is a good time for investments. If you still don't feel like the time is right in the first week of the month, I'm getting that the energy still feels a little bit shaky. You can wait until maybe the second half of the month. But really, no matter when you decide to do it or invest, trust your own intuition on that one, of course. But I definitely feel like you're going to come out ahead, and it's going to be fine. If you're looking to change jobs, start a new career, maybe even move, or like I said, buy or sell a home, it's a good month for that as well. Travel, I'm getting travel for some of you also. It's a good time for that. So yeah, so don't worry. I mean, put that behind you. If it's an extremely risky move, like I said, always trust your own intuition on that sort of thing. But and an individual session would be more better for something of that nature. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, but in general, things look great for you this month as far as financially speaking. So with the 10 of Coins energy here, you could be reaping some rewards for some financial investments maybe that you started in the past. Things that were kind of slow moving, slow coming, even some work projects or creative projects, things will start to kind of come into fruition more. I'm getting, after the first quarter or so of the month, or the first half of the month, things will kind of start to pick up speed a little bit. Some of you, I'm sensing, are going to be maybe thinking of going back to school, or like I said before, changing your jobs or starting a new trade. Anything centered around that, anything centered around doing something to improve your material state, or even your intellectual state. This is a good time to do so. I have the King of Swords for you as well here. So this is a good time for you also, I feel, intellectually speaking. So that's why I bring up school and trade and things like that. You're definitely feeling kind of, you're feeling very sharp this month. You're feeling like you want to make a lot of changes, but you feel uncertain about it. I would I would definitely, you know, keep those kinds of feelings in check, because that's the kind of thing that that's kind of where you get tripped up, is not believing in yourself, and not believing that you can that you can do it, or maybe the time doesn't feel right to do it. I have the self-respect card for you as well, and it's it seems like almost the energy that's coming through here for the time being, at least for this month, is that um, some of your financial issues or financial difficulties seem to be kind of tied into your feelings of self-worth. And I know as a Leo, you may tend to be somewhat prideful. You may tend to kind of correlate your social status almost with how you're feeling inside. I'm getting the message that to really separate the two, and um, if you are in a tough financial standing, which I'm sure some of you are, given the economic climate, um, don't let that be discouraging, and don't let that be something that's going to define your worth. The message on this card is, I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. So just really maintain a positive attitude this month, no matter whether you're in a good financial standing or a bad financial standing, or if you're maybe you lost a job, maybe some of you have been laid off, or in general things are not really going so well. Don't let that drag you down. You have a lot of potential here. You have a lot of drive. You're definitely a courageous soul. So if you get knocked down, you're the type of person, you do get back up easily. Maybe you do feel a little bit, maybe your ego does feel a little bit bruised at first, but don't let it hinder any of your progress or your growth, because you have great cards here and you have great potential for the month. And like I said, you're feeling sharp. Maybe not going into the month, maybe a little bit later on it may kind of come in, but you're feeling intellectually keen. So use that spark of energy and creativity to kind of figure out some new plans if you are not happy where you are with your job or your finances, and use that energy that's coming in. I feel a little bit later on in the month to make the changes that you need to get yourself back on track. I feel with some of you too, there's a court case also. This is obviously only going to apply to a certain percentage of you as well, but these people who are guided to these readings, it's always for a reason. So those of you who are listening who are worried about some sort of court matter, it's going to go well this month as well. So don't worry about that too much. And I have a message here for one of my listeners. I don't know who it is, but I'm getting this sense right now that something about law school. It's something, I don't know what exactly the message that is coming in. It's an issue with a law school. I'm almost getting I'm just going to say it. I'm almost getting there's an issue with plagiarism with one of you. It's a false accusation of plagiarism. I wouldn't worry about it. This is only applying to one of my listeners here. I'm not getting too much more with this message, but I wouldn't worry about this issue with plagiarizing in your law school. That it will be dropped. The case will be dropped. Yeah, it's interesting how that came up. Sometimes that happens in these general readings. Okay, so you're definitely gonna end up the month nicely. We have the Queen of Coins here too as well for you. So the message that I'm getting here again, it's just about security and practical matters. I'm sensing for some of you, a lot of these messages are kind of coming out of left field. My guides are just kind of giving them to me, so I'm going to speak them as they come. But I'm getting for some of you that you're worried about a parent, a mother figure, placing her in a nursing home, worried about her security. So if this applies to you, there is no need to worry. This is the message that I'm getting. You definitely have the means to secure her, to make sure that she is well taken care of. Yeah, there's definitely there's nothing awry there. I'm getting that there are some concerns, but there's with this nursing home, but there's nothing to be worried about. So, but as for the rest of you, yeah, you're going to kind of tie up the month nicely. You're going to feel definitely more secure at the end of the month as opposed to the beginning, how it all started out, feeling a bit frazzled and worried about how it's all going to go. There's definitely going to be a strong sense of calmness that's going to be coming in towards the end of the month, just feeling like you are able to accomplish what it was that you wanted to accomplish, and just feeling more just feeling happier about the whole thing, and just feeling like, knowing that everything went the way that it was supposed to go generally. So the crowning message I have for you here is the Two of Coins. So I just really feel like, again, we have another coins or, pentacles message here. So what I want to say with this card is that, these issues with money, I'm getting that for some of you, or maybe even a lot of you, that it's just, there's been a lot of ebb and flow as far as your finances have come, and I don't speak just financially, just also with your career, and I want to say, like, within your standing in life, your social standing, your career standing. There has been a lot of kind of ebb and flow, like I said, and I'm getting that this is going to kind of continue to happen. This is going to be a good month for you, like I said, investment wise, career wise. In December we'll see what that brings, but what I feel for a good percentage of you is that it's going to be a little bit back and forth. I feel like up until the new year, maybe things will be a little bit more secure by then. But just kind of expect the unexpected. So I do get these concerns about, in the beginning of the month, feeling a little bit shaky about things. So just try and find a good balance with it all, between being optimistic, doing what it is that you need to do, not worrying too much, and just knowing that you're able to attract what it is that you want to attract into your life. And if you have a period of growth, excellent. If you have a period where you're kind of stumbling a little bit, that's fine. You kind of have to take the good with the bad, and really use the awesome power that you have. Leos are very powerful. Don't forget that, and don't forget to use your power of manifestation to draw in what it is that you want to draw. I have, for another oracle message for you, I have the awareness card. And what it says here on the card is, when I focus on positive energy, I'm aware that I attract more of it. So you definitely, I mean, Leos are so resourceful and they're so reliable and so intelligent. You have the ability to manifest and attract whatever it is that you want to attract. And you know, like I said before, it's like when you start out with this energy of just like with the 7 of coins energy that's coming in beginning of the month, where you just feel like things are not going so well and you're worried about it, it's like that's you attract, you draw in more energy, you draw that energy more to you. And you need to really have this energy more of the 10 of coins, 10 of pentacles type of thing, where you're that's what you're exuding. When you exude that and you exude wealth, you know, you feel wealthy, you're going to attract that wealth to you. If you're going into it frazzled and worried and whatever, that's what you're going to bring to you. So that's your oracle message for the month. And yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's any other messages there. I feel like in general, things are gonna end up nicely for you. Not just materialistically, but in other arenas of your life. I mean, this seems to be what is weighing most on your mind at this time. But as far as other arenas of your life, I'm getting the same message. I'm getting the same law of attraction message for that. If you have some health concerns or relationship concerns or spiritual concerns, the same thing applies. Really just honor yourself. Really hold that vibration of just self-love and self-respect. And know that you have the ability to manifest and attract anything that you want in your life. Those are really 2 important messages, I feel, for you for the month. So even if you don't have any financial concerns, this doesn't apply. If you have other things that are weighing on your mind, use those 2 little bits of advice there to draw in what it is that you want at this time.